Hi everyone, my name is Robert and you're watching That's the Movie. So today we're reviewing mind games. Not mind games, mind games, like minors. So that's a play on words so you would understand once I explain the plot to you. So the plot is a bunch of friends go to a cabin and shit goes down. But in the woods where this cabin is located, they find a mine, an abandoned mine. Looks creepy as shit, and they say keep out, but they go in either way because that's what you do when you're in a movie. You go and do the opposite of what the signs are warning you to do. So they go in there, it's all creepy, it's abandoned, they're scared, they think they start seeing ghosts and stuff, so they run away. There was no ghost really at all in there. There was something supernatural happening. I still don't quite understand how it's happening, how it happened, and I don't really care. You know, actually I kind of do, I wanted to know, but that didn't really ruin anything about the whole movie. So yeah, this movie is directed by Richard Gray, relatively small director, but a relatively good movie, you know? It had definitely a feel of a big production horror movie that you see being released like every year nowadays. So it felt, you know, it felt very professional. I really liked what was happening in the movie. So the first half of the movie, boring as shit. I didn't know, like, I don't know what was happening. It was so boring. I'm like, what is the point of this movie? I thought it was supposed to be getting scared, because originally I thought it was a horror movie. It was set up that way, but it wasn't. It turned out to be just a psychological thriller, but without a thriller at the end. You know, just psychological. And that being said, the movie was very entertaining once it reached its climax, which was the midway point of the movie, and the rest of the movie was just very entertaining, very cool, the things that were happening, and I liked it. It just added to the tension, and I really liked those whole parts of the movie, but really the beginning that I guess was trying to set up characters and explain them to you, I didn't really care for it. I didn't find any of the characters really that entertaining, and I didn't really care for them too much, almost not at all. Except there was this one Australian guy who was most of the time really annoying, but sometimes pretty funny and entertaining. I guess I cared for him the most, but that's saying something, because I pretty much didn't care for him at all. But that didn't matter. I did like what this movie, you know, became once it came to the end, and I was like, wow, this was a very entertaining movie, and I enjoyed it. I mean, it was just like one giant puzzle, like a moving puzzle at all times. There was even points where there was like editing, there were some points in editing, I'm like, why is that shot there? Why? That doesn't fit here. But then, right at the end, you're like, oh, there you go, it fits. It all makes sense now. So that's how this movie really felt, and you know, I enjoyed it. I think people should go see it. It was a really fun movie, and yeah, now you understand why it's mind games and not mind games. It was a play on words. You guys can follow me on Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook at TheRealRobertAH, and you can go on Facebook and look at our pages, The Sasha Marina Show and That's the Movie. And you guys can go on to SashaMarinaShow.com. I have more stuff there, and Sasha has her own stuff too, more That's the Movie things and other stuff for Sasha. We have our podcast. It's every Monday, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We talk about movie news. And you guys can go on Google Play and BlackBerry World and download our app. There you can keep up to date with all the That's the Movie stuff and all the Sasha Marina Show stuff. So yeah, mind games. That's the movie. So off the bat,
it's 5 generations, 3 families as we go out into space and we jump into stars. And one family's a military family, they're in space command.